On the outskirts of a secluded town, hidden from prying eyes, stood a decrepit mansion known to the locals as the Devil House. It was a place of whispered legends and dark rituals, where the boundaries between the living and the supernatural blurred into an abyss of terror. For generations, the house had been a site of unspeakable horrors, a place where the desperate sought supernatural power at a chilling cost. Rumor had it that the Devil House had been cursed since its construction in the 18th century, its sinister reputation attracting those who dared to delve into the forbidden. Among the townsfolk, tales of sacrifices, rituals, and wishes granted through devilish pacts were passed down like macabre bedtime stories. Amelia, a young woman with raven-black hair and an insatiable thirst for power, had become obsessed with the legends of the Devil House. She believed that within its rotting walls lay the key to unlocking magical abilities beyond her wildest dreams. Her desire for power had driven her to forsake reason and morality, and she was determined to make the ultimate sacrifice. One moonless night, Amelia ventured to the Devil House, a chill coursing through her veins as she crossed the threshold. The mansion loomed above her like a sentient being, its creaking timbers and shattered windows sighing with an eerie resonance. Inside, the air was heavy with the scent of decay and age. Dust-covered furniture, remnants of past explorers who had never returned, lay scattered throughout the darkened rooms. In the heart of the mansion, Amelia found a chamber that seemed untouched by time. A sinister altar adorned with candles and symbols, its malevolent aura palpable. Amelia placed an offering upon the altar, a blood-red rose, and whispered the incantation she had spent years researching. As the words left her lips, the room trembled and the candles flickered to life with a cold blue flame. An otherworldly presence materialized before her, an entity with hollow eyes and a voice like the hiss of 1,000 serpents. "You seek power beyond mortal comprehension," the entity rasped, its gaze piercing her very soul. "But such power comes at a cost. Are you willing to pay it?" Without hesitation, Amelia nodded. She yearned for the supernatural abilities she had read about in forbidden tomes, and she would pay any price, even if it meant her very soul. The entity grinned, revealing rows of serrated teeth, and the room seemed to close in around her. The mansion itself groaned in anticipation of the dark pact about to be sealed. Amelia's life was irrevocably bound to the Devil House, and her descent into darkness had only just begun. With the sinister pact forged, the very essence of the Devil House seemed to shift. Shadows clung to the walls, oozing like spilled ink, and the air grew icy, carrying the weight of ancient secrets and malevolent intentions. Amelia's heart pounded as she felt an unnatural power coursing through her veins, the allure of dark magic irresistible. In the days that followed, Amelia began to tap into her newfound abilities, performing feats that defied the laws of nature. She could summon fire with a mere thought, compel the minds of others, and glimpse into the darkest corners of the human soul. It was exhilarating, intoxicating, and the world felt like her dominion. However, the cost of her powers became increasingly apparent. Each use left her feeling drained, as if her very life force was being siphoned away. Her once vibrant raven-black hair began to wither and turn ashen, and her skin grew pale, bearing the marks of her unholy bargain. The darkness that surrounded her seemed to seep into her very being. Amelia's obsession with power drove her to further explore the Devil House's secrets. She unearthed hidden chambers filled with arcane texts and relics that hinted at even greater depths of darkness. The mansion itself seemed to beckon her deeper into its malevolent embrace, whispering secrets that resonated with her ever-deepening thirst for dominion. One fateful night, as a storm raged outside, Amelia stumbled upon an ancient tome bound in human flesh, its pages etched with forbidden knowledge. It revealed the house's true nature, a vessel of torment, a repository for the souls of those who had sought power and lost themselves in the process. The Devil House was an insatiable entity that thrived on suffering, and its unholy power was sustained by the souls of its victims. Amelia's heart sank as she realized the depth of her entanglement with the malevolent mansion. She had become one with its dark legacy, a puppet dancing on strings woven from her own desires. Her very soul was the offering she had made, and now the Devil House demanded its payment in full. As the storm outside reached its crescendo, The mansion's walls seemed to pulse with a sinister heartbeat. The entity that had granted her power materialized before her, its hollow eyes fixated on her with a hunger that chilled her to the bone. "Your time has come, Amelia," it hissed, its voice echoing with the torment of countless souls. "Your soul belongs to the Devil House, and it shall be eternally bound to this wretched place." Amelia's screams blended with the thunder as the mansion's shadows enveloped her, sealing her fate in a nightmarish eternity of darkness. In the unholy depths of the Devil House, Amelia's cries of anguish echoed through the haunted halls, but there was no escape from the clutches of the malevolent entity that now possessed her. Her body, a vessel for dark forces, writhed in agony as her soul was slowly devoured, its essence fueling the insatiable hunger of the cursed mansion. Time seemed to lose its meaning within the walls of the Devil House. Amelia's once vibrant spirit withered as she became a mere specter of her former self, forever trapped in a nightmarish limbo. Her powers, once a source of pride and dominance, were now the instruments of her torment. The mansion itself seemed to revel in her suffering, its malevolent presence feeding off her despair. Whispers of the countless souls that had met their doom within these walls resonated in her mind, a cacophony of pain and longing. She was not alone in her torment, but part of a tragic chorus of lost souls. As the years passed, the Devil House's legend grew, attracting those who sought supernatural powers at any cost. Each newcomer was ensnared by the same malevolent force, their fates intertwined with Amelia's in an unending cycle of darkness and despair. But within the heart of the mansion, a glimmer of hope lingered. A fragment of Amelia's former self, a spark of resistance, refused to surrender to the malevolent entity. It whispered of redemption, of breaking the cursed cycle that bound her and the countless lost souls to the Devil House. With all the strength she could muster, Amelia channeled her remaining power to communicate with the newcomers, to warn them of the horrors that awaited. She became a spectral guardian, guiding some to flee from the mansion's clutches, while others succumbed to the same tragic fate she had endured. As the Devil House's power waned with each lost soul, Amelia's determination to end the cycle grew. She delved deeper into the mansion's forbidden secrets, seeking a way to sever her connection to the malevolent entity and free herself from the eternal torment. One moonless night, as the mansion groaned with the weight of its own malevolence, Amelia uncovered a ritual of purification buried in the darkest depths of the Devil House's secrets. With trembling hands, she performed the forbidden rite, calling upon forces of light and redemption to cleanse her soul. The mansion itself seemed to revolt against her efforts, unleashing a torrent of malevolent energy in a desperate bid to retain its hold. But Amelia's newfound resilience and the purity of her intentions prevailed. In a blinding burst of supernatural energy, the malevolent entity was banished, and Amelia's soul was finally freed from the cursed mansion's clutches. With a deep breath, she stepped out of the Devil House, her ashen hair returning to its former raven-black brilliance, her skin regaining its healthy glow. Amelia's journey had been one of darkness, torment, and sacrifice, but it had also forged her into a symbol of resilience and redemption. She vowed to spend her life warning others of the Devil House's cursed legacy, determined to break the cycle of despair and protect those who might otherwise fall victim to its sinister allure. Thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel for more stories. Your support means the world to me, and it helps me create more great content for you. Until next time.